So for the Poodle clean face, it's from the inside corner of the ear to the outside corner of the eye, right at the stop. You can go up a little bit higher if you want to elongate the muzzle a little bit. And then from behind where the ear is, you come down and you'll feel on the throat where there's an Adam's apple. On toy dogs, depending on the length of their neck, I usually do it 1 to 2 fingers below that. If they have, this dog is called what's called U-necked, which means his neck sticks out a bit. You don't want to go too low because you'll start to expose that. I'm actually using a 30 and I'm going against the grain. On pet dogs at my shop, we usually do a 15. If their skin is accustomed to it, if they've been coming to us for a long time, or if they're a darker dog, I'll go to a 30. Because the darker skin can usually handle it. If they have pink skin, they usually clip or burn easily. It's really important that you do a nice clean line right here along the side of the top knot so that when you scissor it, you get a very, very, very clean edge. I come in just under the eyelid, right to the corner of the eye, and I bring that all forward. And then I pull the lip back with my thumb to elongate this and open up all of this hair in the flue. And I just come in with the clipper and scoop that right out. Good boy, Dante. You know, and poodle faces are very bony. There's a lot of little divots and dips. So sometimes you have to stretch the skin to a different area to really get that hair. Now he has a very elegant long muzzle, so I'm not going to go too far up into the stop. I'm actually going to leave it right here so that when he's scissored, you get a nice rounded top knot. If they have a shorter muzzle, by going up a little higher into the stop, you can kind of give the illusion that the muzzle is longer. Good boy, Dante. And always check the lip line because a lot of hairs always get missed around the lip. And also when you're using a tight blade like a 30 or in some cases even a 40, you can get a really, really crisp edge around the neckline. And as far as whether you make it kind of more pointed or rounded, it's a matter of the shape of the neck and what you're going for. But it's got to match back here. He's in a German trim, so I scissor his tail. But if he was in a modern trim, if you did more of a rounded line here on the neck, around the tail band it should be rounded. If you do more of a V, on the tail band it should be more of a V. It should match in the front and the back. Yes, you do from just, well, it's not that you go low, you have to do what's appropriate for the dog. See, on him, his neck starts to go down towards the body right here. So if I went any lower, that skin would stick out from the profile and you would see that. So I'm gonna leave the hair there so that when that's scissored, it appears that he actually has a proper neck. So for the feet, I generally pull everything back that I'm not gonna cut, and I start right on the side of one of the toes, and I come in and I like to clean off all the hair off the top of the foot first. And you'll feel a little knuckle in the foot here, where there's two bones right here before it gets into the leg bone. You don't want to go up higher than that because then they look very exposed when they're standing on the table and you do your bevel on the bottom of the cuff. You're going to see that indentation there and it's going to look like high waters, like you went up a little bit too high. And in Europe, they actually leave it just a little bit lower. If the dog has really solid feet, I like to expose the feet and really show it. If they have very splayed toes and very chickeny looking feet, I generally like to bring the line a little lower so that the bevel of the foot kind of covers up the foot a little bit. Stay. So what I do is I have my thumb on top and I'm putting my middle finger and my ring finger under the toes and it spreads everything out. And that opens up the webbing in between the toes so I can get in there. And I scoop right along the toe and I come from the nail, stay. And this way you can really clean that whole webbing area out. And once you get the hang of this and you position your fingers right, you can spread those toes with your fingers and you can just scoop in, scoop out, scoop in, scoop out with each toe. And also by using a 30 like I am now, it allows me to get in closer around the toenail so I don't have to fiddle with pulling hair away from the toenail. Well, I want the foot to be totally clean, but in a shop environment, when I'm really trying to move through, I'll try to just, swipe over each toe one time to get all the hair to save time. If I have to go back and hit another hair, I will. For the rear, it's the same thing. I start on top, and I clean off the sides of the toes and the top of the foot. And his pads have already been done. And again, put my thumb on there and put my fingers inside and spread those toes. Come in and scoop. It's really important that you get all the hairs around the toenail because they will grow rather quickly, and if you've missed any of those hairs, in a couple of days your customer is going to see a few little hairs sticking out from the toes, and it's going to be very evident that you missed some hairs. And I just blow the hair away to get it out of the way so I can see what I'm doing. And there you have nice little clean feet. And you can also, to do the bottom of the bevel, great little trick, okay? Push all the hair down. When your fingers hit those two little knuckles, okay? Take your clipper and scoop that out right up against the skin of your hand. Set on 40 or 30. So that you get all that hair. See, all the hair is gone? When you let it go, your bevel is nicely done for you. And you just have to go in and clean it up just a little, and you get this beautiful scissored bevel that you don't have to waste time with a scissor on. Okay? All right, that's a quick little demo on clean face and feet.